Welcome to Granny Raps on the News. Most of you are used to seeing us at Granny's place, where Granny Rocks, also known as Beth Green, plays the piano, makes us laugh, and answers our questions in profound and unexpected ways. But Beth also has a long history as a social commentator, and some of us have asked her to comment on current events as well. So tonight we're experimenting with a brief live stream before the show.
Experimenting is the operative word.
It's called Granny Raps on the News. Tonight she'll be talking about Kavanaugh, the Supreme Court nominee, and whether or not we, the public, are losing our integrity. What does this mean? What does she mean by that? Well, let's find out. And here's Granny.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Granny Raps on the News, and we are going to be doing Granny's Place at 6:30 Pacific Time. So you will hang out at our Facebook page, and so it's been bothering me. Okay, just to summarize, in case you've been in a cave for the last few weeks, there is a Supreme Court nominee called Brett Kavanaugh. Did you see the title of this thing? I put it out, it was supposed to be a title, but I don't know if it showed up. Anyway, so Brett Kavanaugh has been nominated by Donald Trump to be Supreme Court Justice, and there's a lot of stuff about his politics and his views and all of that we should be concerned about. But then at the last minute, has been a flurry because a Dr. Christine Blasey has accused him of a very kind of a violent sexual assault many, many years ago when they were both young. And it's pretty gruesome. And so he absolutely says he didn't do it. It never happened. She said there was another guy in the room. He says he doesn't recall the incident. Well, I thought that was kind of odd. I mean, did it happen? It didn't happen. I don't recall. But anyway, but they were drunk. Maybe he really didn't recall. Maybe they were both there. And so he said it did not happen. Maybe it happened and he blacked out and he doesn't know he did it, or maybe it didn't happen. But okay, so how do we know? So we've got Dr. Blasey, whose life has been completely disrupted. I mean, from what I've seen, she's been viciously attacked, and her life has been threatened, and she's trying desperately to separate from her family so they don't get hurt, and
separate her family from that.
Yes, by not being with them. And somebody published her address several times on the internet. I mean, it's pretty vicious. And then you think about him, Kavanaugh, how this must be upsetting him and his family and all of that. So do we know? Not yet. Oh, and then there's another person came on today, and she said that she heard about it at the time. This woman, Dr. Blasey, she has therapist records and so on, that she talked about it in '02, but there was someone who said that even at the time it happened, that there was a buzz about it. So now I'm not here to talk about whether or not this happened. I'm here to talk about how we are dealing with this. And hello, Stacy, and hello, Erica, and hello, Todd, and I don't know who else might be on that I don't know. But if you say hello to me on the comments, I'll know that you're here. I'm so glad you're here with me. Yes. So here's what I'm asking. Are you really neutral or not? Do you really want to know the truth, or do you really have an agenda? I have an agenda. I don't like his politics. I don't want him to be on the Supreme Court. So what am I doing? I'm looking every day to see, oh, hello, Simone. So I think I've said hello to everybody because I said hello to Erica and Todd. Anyway, and Stacy and Simone. So, and more, and Helen. Hi, Helen. So, I'm always looking. Yes, Todd says he has an agenda too. Granny Rock says hello. That can't be Granny Rock. That must be somebody else with my name because I'm here. So anyway, so here's my agenda. So every day I look, ooh, is there corroborating evidence? Right? Oh, and Stacy says me 3, and Elizabeth Treehart is watching. So I am here to admit that I am guilty. Guilty. I don't want to see him exonerated. I just want to see him, pilloried. So now why I'm saying, are we the public losing our integrity? this has happened over and over and over, whether it was Roy Moore or somebody else that I didn't like. I'm looking for them to go down, right? So where is my objectivity? And not only where is my objectivity, where is my caring? You know, each one of these people is a people with a family and a life and pain. Now, if Brett Kavanaugh did this as a young man, it's a sad statement about the state of mind that he was in at the time. He was drinking Thurgood Marshall. Stacy says Thurgood Marshall. I'm sure there's a connection, but I don't know what it is.
Clarence Thomas.
Oh, you must be thinking of Clarence Thomas. Yes. So if he did this, he was drunk. And we never ask, like, why do our young people overdrink? Why do young men often sexually abuse women? You know, we're always into blaming, we're into shaming, we're not into healing or helping. And so, do I want to heal or help Brett Kavanaugh? Hell no. So, I'm willing to say publicly that I need, thank you, and Brendan is watching too, I need to remember that these are real people. Yes, Stacy said yes, it was Clarence Thomas, oops. That these are real people and they have real blood and real pain. And so is she. And the people who are trying to devastate her by telling lies about her have become completely corrupt in this toxic political environment, and so have I. And I am not going to put up with that from me. You know, maybe other people are willing to be this way. Oh, Janice, thank you. She's watching too. Thank you. And Helen has put in her comment. I want to have a different experience in life, and I want to be in a society where we remember that we can disagree politically, but that we cannot devastate each other with our anger and our hatred. If we do, then we are just like the other side. So that's my brief live stream for tonight. I hope you come back or stay at 6:30 Pacific time. We're doing Granny's Place, where I play the piano and I answer your questions. And I'm so glad I'm seeing an I am that from Helen. I think it's good to get it out. I can't bear carrying this in me anymore, and I can't stand when I see it in my friends. So come back and join us at Granny's Place at 6:30 Pacific and at Granny's Kitchen at 7:15. We are live there at Granny's Kitchen, and we have a video conference. And since this obviously seemed to work, we'll do it again. So maybe I'll see you next week, same time, same Granny's Rocks Facebook. Mwah! Love you.